every kid should be playing baseball.
Well, there you go.
For some reason in America, every kid has to play baseball.
If you can't take a liner to the chest, you shouldn't be playing.
A little tip to the parents out there: when your kid's in the backyard, maybe try to figure out what they might be good at.
If it's ballet,
well, that's what I'm getting at. Like I say it all the time, but it's been a lot of fun watching my little nephews grow up. And I go to these games. I go to the Pee Wee hockey games and the Little League games and stuff. And thank God, my nephews they got some skills.
Yeah.
But you go to some of these games and you see some of these kids that they have no business being on the baseball field.
Yeah, maybe they should be in drama class.
You could tell even at a very early age that some of these kids will do much better on a stage, if you know what I mean.
Maybe they should be doing flower arrangements, something like that.
Whatever.
Not be on the field.
But I guess every father wants their son to be a baseball star in America. So everyone throws their kid into the old pool, and they just hope they got a major leaguer.
And Dad's the last one to pull him out of there because Dad really wants him to be a sports kid. And
I tell the story: a kid on first base while the game's going on, kind of like just twirling around like a ballerina.
Yeah.
And then the son's father's on the sideline, just mortified, just trying to get the kid down into the first base position. Kid doesn't care. He wants to be on a stage. He wants to go do anything but baseball. But it's obvious the father's kind of pushing this on him.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I used to spin in a circle. It was a nervous tick I had. I would spin once in a circle to the right.
So stupid.
Once in a circle only. Things are wrong. Spin. All's well. And I was playing for Young's Glass Service in 4th grade, and I was in the outfield, and I was spinning, occasionally spinning, and my coach screamed from the sidelines, "Hey, Jimmy, what are you, a ballerina?" I was in right field.
Yeah.
Of course you were.
Both teams... All the fathers heard it. Oh, it was awful.
Well, they were probably all looking at you going, what is he doing spinning around?
Wait until I get back into the dugout, coach. How about a little quiet talking to?
No, you got to make an example.
How about you take me to the side when no one's looking?
Oof, boy, he took me right out of ballerina school, though. I quit spinning.
Did you stop spinning after that?
No, you're not.
But did you look kind of, limp-wristed while doing it? That's what I'm talking about.
You spun like a man.
Oh yeah, no, I'll show you, which doesn't work on radio.
Yeah, but I want to see it anyway.
But it would just be a spin, like you'd have to take like a.
Okay, that's silly.
Yeah.
Were your hands on your hips like that?
Or whatever, or just whatever you were doing.
And then you did that, and everything was right with the world, right?
I don't know why. Yeah,
man,
it's like that. So when you said ballerina, boy, that touched off a lovely memory.
All you have to do, though, is go to one game and you realize who's there to play baseball and who's there because Daddy wants them to be a baseball star.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I was never a sports guy. You are, obviously, talking all the time about basketball and things like that. Were you one of those, though, where Dad would show up and,
my dad,
and be proud of your prowess out on the field or something?
Well,
my
dad was a basketball star back in the day. Had to try out for the Knicks. That's the big story in my family. But he blew it off because of personal issues with his first wife. And so,
I'm sure never regretted that one.
Well,
she never looked back with regret on that.
She ended up dying. So
Jesus,
he decided to be with his dying wife instead of try out for the Knicks. I think it was pretty. Hey, you're not going to get a tear from me.
That's terrific.
You're not going to get a tear from me, Aunt.
Oh,
it's the only reason I'm here.
God.
A fine tragedy like that. Wow. That's the only reason I'm on this earth.
I was only joking.
Because then he turned around and married my mom and had six lovely kids. So there you go.
You wouldn't have been here.
But we were brought up with basketball in our blood, kind of. Although I never had the height, and that was my sport. I tried the Little League. And I was like Jimmy, I was right fielder. I was scared to be in the batter's box. I realized early on, that's what I'm getting at. I got some knowledge. I realized early on, I don't want to play baseball. I like playing in the schoolyard with my friends when there's no pressure and there's no, kid trying to throw a ball as hard as he can and he has no freaking control.
Yeah.
That was never fun for me. So I said, you know what? Basketball and running and other things were much more my speed.
I had a good arm. I could throw really far, really hard, but nothing else. I was a disaster as far as any kind of sports went.
What was your favorite sport?
None sport.
Not one sport where you enjoyed it.
There was nothing I did.
I'm not talking about making the high school team or anything, but just one sport growing up where you're like, you know what, I like this. Like, for me, it was basketball. I could play basketball, and I did when I was a kid, like 12 hours a day.
Hated basketball. I was bad at everything. I liked dodgeball because I could throw the ball pretty hard, and I was really skinny, so I was hard to hit.
That's a sport you play with girls.
No. It's a sport it's not even a sport. It's a dumb game you play in gym class.
It's recreation.
Yeah, it's recreation. It's not a sport. But that was it. I mean, things like baseball, I was always the kid that even if I connected with the ball, it was an infield out. Yeah. It was done. I couldn't get it over the goddamn heads of the infield. And two-hand touch football, it's ridiculous. What am I going to do? I wasn't big enough to do any blocking, that's for sure. And I couldn't get away from anybody. So I'd just get slaughtered. I was a little, string bean. Hockey, there was no hockey.
Oh, I loved hockey growing up.
We used to play stupid, a floor hockey.
I loved floor hockey.
In gym, and there was always the big douche who would have to check you against the accordion door that separated you from the girls. All I pictured were horrified girls looking as they're playing whatever they did over there with their dyke teacher. All right, girls, time to climb the rope. I'll be holding the bottom. I'll be holding the knot. Make sure you wear your skirts. Get those panties off, girls. As they see the accordion door just get pushed in because another skinny kid's getting his head smashed as they check.
Yeah.
Shower time, girls. Coach, we just got out here. Shower. Listen to me. We're all showering today. The dyke girl gym teacher.
Why wasn't the gym teacher ever called out for being a dyke ever?
Every one of them.
Every single one of them was a lesbian in hiding.
And the guy gym teacher was the opposite of that. Was like all man, ready to punch a fifth grader in the face.
He was just a miserable F.
Like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman coming into your...
Every male gym teacher was a failed athlete.
Yeah.
He kind of made it to the farm team or minor league this.
They all got a story.
Or went to Europe to play his sport, and then finally he had nothing left. So he's teaching gym class to a bunch of freaking burnouts.
And the goof to all those guys is, well, you watch, you'll be teaching gym class.
Right?
No, I won't. I'm making the cut. I'm going to make the team. Mm-hmm. And then they don't make it, and they take out all their aggression and aggravation on kids.
But, dude, in my junior high and high school, the female gym teacher, she was more a male than I was.
Yeah.
No one noticed this? And she was allowed access to the
smorgasbord for her.
The dressing room or the showers, whatever.
Locker rooms,
whatever.
The showers.
Because you never think that the gym teacher could be a lesbian. She's just kind of monitoring and watching out for the girls.
She's a tomboy that never grew out of it, and she's 45 years old
with the short hair and the big oversized sweatshirt,
short gray hair.
You know the look. What is going on here? Protect her.
Awful.
And when you're in junior high, as a girl especially, you have no clue about being a lesbian. You have no idea, for the most part. Mm-hmm. Especially back when we were going to school. Now I'm sure they're a little more open to all that stuff, and they're growing up a lot faster. But back in the day, these girls had no clue, and they just thought it was safe to be kind of naked in front of the gym teacher.
Yeah. Imagine what that gym teacher was thinking.
And she's just making believe she has to do something in the locker room, and homina.
Gym teacher walks in. I gotta get the girls out to the class. Suit up, girls, suit up.
And in my school,
just completely aroused.
Yeah, in my school too, for some odd reason, the gym teacher's office was in the locker room.
In the locker room. What the hell was that about?
And it was kind of like a booth with, like, windows.
Yeah.
So she's sitting there on the phone making believe she's getting ready for the big game or ordering more dodgeballs, whatever the hell they did.
Picture your cubicle at work in a strip club. That's where they work.